simple words, and they stir emotions and feelings across the entire state of Alabama, which can be felt and in many cases starts blood to boiling because rivalries like this define this great sport. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 11th-ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week.
Game underway.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Might be changing the route. To the air on first down. Got the quick pass. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The Tigers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Trying to move the sticks on third down. This quarterback part of their running game. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. He might want another play. Second down, they'll go to the air. The sure hands, it's Smith. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. From the gun, wants to pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Oh, and what a move, what a juke, and he makes it past the Marlin.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
On the move, it's Raymond. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
Grab behind the line. It's Simmons. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. He's looking to throw. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
Offense facing 4th down.
Cut it. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Quick strike complete. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Got it in the middle. It's Singleton. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Catch in the middle. It's Young. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
And that is such great execution by this offense. 3rd down and 2. They know you're running the football, but they were physical. Great job creating a little bit of space. Not only do you get the 1st down, you chew up a bunch more yards too. Nice execution by this offense.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Finds his man. It's Young. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Breaks into the open on the left. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. On the ground, it's Green. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Russell. It's complete to the left. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
He's going to come up a couple yards short of the first down.
I think that...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Wanting to move the chains, here comes Alabama on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Bama! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Handoff from the gun. Finds a crease at the 20. Free up the gut. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tiger. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Punts it out of the air.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a first down.
They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And he's just kind of proven that he's difficult to defend. And when I'm playing defense, and we've seen him have success throwing the ball through the air, but now, nice job dropping back, trying to force the ball down the field, but does a really smart thing. Just kind of tucks it, takes off, and gets the first down. This guy's showing you a little bit of everything today.
Got room to work. Breaks into the open. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Alabama!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So here comes the Auburn offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll go to the ground. Not much there. They'll give him one to the 14.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The quick out. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Tigers will hustle to the line. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line is set on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the left. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. Off the play fake. Slings it downfield. Finds his man. It's Kane. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Alabama.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. They'll send the back in motion. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Complete out of the backfield. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Here's a heat. He's got an open man. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. The 30, the 20. Touchdown time. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the 2nd half to get some stops.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Bussey. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Out of the backfield, he's open. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and give up that pass play. And here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Can swing momentum. And he gets the interception and finally run out of bounds, and that's how we'll wrap up the 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. About set here in the 2nd half as Auburn about to kick it off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Slings it. Soft spot in the middle. Lots of room to run. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. The tide is rolling as Alabama starts to pull away from Auburn.
Yeah, and Alabama handling the moment. Obviously, we know they got great players, great tradition, but handling the moment in the Iron Bowl, big stage, a lot of hatred, doing a great job of handling all of that, Palmer.
And Alabama knew coming into this game, you just throw the records out when you're playing your in-state rival, Auburn. What matters is what you do on the field when that first whistle blows. And Alabama simply, in all three phases of the game, they've been better.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. He'll start this drive going to the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Now on first down from the 30. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Bussey. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They got it out to the 41 with a first down. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down.
Longer. Easy. Belly stunner.
They'll go to the air. Looking left. And he throws another interception. His third of the night.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. First and 10 from the 50. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Quickly complete. There he goes.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a first down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
The Crimson Tide could get very aggressive here on second and inches. Oh, they're after him. Got his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. They're down to the 32-yard line on first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Singleton. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Well, he's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running, too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down.
He's going for the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Raymond. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short.
325.
They'll try to get it through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Kane. At the 45 on his way. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown Auburn. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. The throw to the outside is complete. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game. Defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Keeps looking downfield. It's complete on the right side. At the 40, there he goes. Flying down the right side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Alabama!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Auburn! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. But if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Looking to throw, it's Russell. Moves around to clear up the vision. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run to try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Unloads to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Thanks to grab. Turning it on. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Wants to go up top. Might be looking to run. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
I love the play call there, too, because second and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself.
Unleashes one deep. And the shot play downfield falls harmlessly to the turf, and we've played 3 quarters. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One final quarter to play, and a W in the win column at stake as we open the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. To the air, it's Russell. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Touchdown time! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Tennessee managed to eke out the victory in a tighter than expected one. And they'll be singing from the top of Rocky Top after this one, no matter the final score. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Gotta love the physicality on 4th down and short. You know what's coming. They hand the football off to the running back. No secret, but he plays physical, gets behind his pads, and gets the first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you got to give this defense credit, too. Just like that last...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
And this QB has been on top of him. He's made good reads. You could tell, taking care of the football. Put up a lot of yards. He's over 350 on the day now.
Time to take a shot. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart, because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays, because they are definitely playing the deep end.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Going to swing it on second down. Nowhere close on that one, as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
No harder position to play in a ball game than the offensive line. You know, tonight in this game, you're down by a lot. You know you have to pass the football. Man, it's a tough job to protect up front, and they definitely struggled on that play.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, looking for the completion. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Motion from the back. On the direct snap, it's Hill. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look, to create an opportunity for big plays.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and I just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you can tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting...
Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And his QB's put up a lot of numbers today and had a lot of success, but man, he makes his first mistake. And this defense, they finally capitalize. They get the big turnover and stop.
Yeah, they needed something to go their way finally against the pass, and they get it right there. Now, if you're this quarterback, you got to turn the page quickly. Obviously, they're not going to stop throwing the football. They've had tons of success with this game tonight so far. He's going to be able to have to bounce back from that interception.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Looking to buy time. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be 1st and goal.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
They want to throw it. Bring in the heat. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Auburn lines up quickly. Bounces it outside. It's Raymond. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little, too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the fourth quarter.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Gets the back moving. On the direct snap, it's Green. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the first down marker. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Crimson Tide can't dig into that playbook here on second and short. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a loss of 7.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Caught in the backfield, it's Hill. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And I'll tell you what, I like this defense's game plan right here. Drop back, make sure I got the sticks covered. If they want to throw it below the sticks, I'm going to come up and tackle you and make sure I get you to fourth down.
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. To the air on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And, man, is that a just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that
Gonna take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Back open in the middle. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Auburn trying to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
And these aren't easy situations for these offenses, man. Like, it's a known passing situation. The defense is playing coverage. Nowhere to go with the football, forces the incompletion, and this one is all but over.
Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left.
Timeout, Alabama.
On the double. Double right. Lasso.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. With the clock running, this should be the final play. The latest edition of this